from Balloon Utopia and Market with Balloons. Baby gender reveals are a huge thing, and I'm getting asked for them all the time. So these balloon poppers are so popular. No pun intended. Anyways, so I want to show you guys how to make it. So what we have here is a special tool called the T-Rex. And this is a really old one. They've since come out with a newer one. And basically this T-Rex is connected to an inflator. And then you stretch a 3-foot balloon onto the mouth of the T-Rex. And we're going to be stuffing these little 3-inch balloons through the T-Rex and into the 3-foot balloon. Okay? Now, there's some important things that you need to know. And once I turn it on, it's going to make a lot of noise. So I want to tell you some of these things first. So the important things that you need to know is that A, your balloons, you want to have them really, really tightly tied because you don't want them to lose air when they're inside the 3-footer and, and then when they pop, then it's just going to be like sad deflated balloons falling out. You want them to be pretty tightly tied because a lot of times after they fall, people will go into a balloon stomp or whatever. People have a lot of fun with them. This is also how we make the exploding balloons. All right, now the other thing is you want one balloon that's really inflated, oversized, so that it doesn't quite fill the mouth of the mouth of it, because what's going to happen is you see, okay, let me show you. When I have this covered here, the air is coming up through here, and it's going to inflate the balloon. There we go. All right, let's try that again. All right. And if you don't have it covered and you're stuffing the balloons in and you miss a beat, they start shooting back out like a machine gun. So, all right. So basically what we're going to do, I'm going to leave this here. And this is kind of a feel thing and it's kind of a speed thing. But just to show you, I'm going to stuff a few in, and then after you see kind of how it goes. So you see, I'm kind of like starting it by what I can stuff in by hand, easily, And then once that gets full, then we'll start using the inflation feature to help us. All right. This is like a multi-handed operation here. Like that. So it's really kind of a technique and a speed and and something like that. You got to get your rhythm going, and then it works. But like you saw, if you don't have your rhythm going and you let go, you're gonna lose balloons all over the place. Sorry, I'm not going to stuff them all in. Anyways, so you get the idea. Now, for the sake of brevity, I'm not going to inflate them all the way. Thankfully, I had some help from some friends while we were shooting the other things, and I've already got one that's got all the balloons in it. So, let me let me just flip this around here. And what I want to show you is how to make, come back here, how to make the wand, okay? So what we're going to do to pop this, and when we give this to people to do at home as a gender reveal, we want to have a wand that we're going to make. Got some materials here. So what I've got here is I've got a dowel rod. I've got some embroidery needles, some upholstery needles, really long, sharp needles. And I've got some super cool, sparkly, I just love this, tape. All right, so first things first is I just want to attach the needle to the rod. Now, I'm not gonna show on camera how I normally, I'll show you how I attach it, but I normally will then take a block of foam and cover the needle so that it doesn't hurt anybody or accidentally pop anything before we want it to. And I'm not gonna do that today simply because we are at the end of our shooting time and have a lot to get through still. All right, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of my duct tape here and tape this on. And I probably wouldn't necessarily use the sparkly duct tape to tape the needle on. But again, for the sake of brevity, it's what I have right in front of me. I'd probably use a normal duct tape and then cover the whole thing with the sparkles. All right, but we'll just do this real fast. So you can cover it with tape, you can cover it with electrical tape, you can cover it with a balloon if you want the balloon texture. There's a lot of ways that you can cover the dowel rod to make it look more interesting. Okay, and this is not the most adhesive stuff in the world. Anyways, the idea is that you want it to look interesting, you want it to look pretty, and you don't want it to look like a big stick with a needle stuck on it. Sorry, Dr. Gould. That would be my dentist. He saw me do that one time, and he's like, "You cut the things with your teeth?" I'm like, "Well, keeps you employed." All right. Okay, so there we go, more or less. Okay, now we have it kind of pretty. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take some 5-inch balloons and create duplets to create quads that we're just going to very carefully wrap around the top of the rod. Okay, and you see the needle sticking out. Again, normally if I was delivering this to somebody, I would have a piece of foam over the needle so that it wouldn't accidentally hit either the balloon or a person. So we're just gonna, just like we make, you know, columns and things like that, we're just gonna put it on like this and like that. Okay, so now this is good to go. I would probably also put some curling ribbon coming from it. And you see we have it in purple so that nobody knows if it's a girl or a boy. And because I know people are going to ask, this is a demonstration gender reveal only. I'm not pregnant, so there's no hidden messages here. It's just for demonstration purposes. All right. Now let's put that out of the way and let's inflate this sucker. All right, now this is going to make some noise. Now, here's the thing about inflating this. You don't want to inflate it too big, but you don't want it to be too small either, because you want it so that a little prick is going to release enough air pressure that the rest will explode, and thereby release the little balloons inside. Probably good, where it feels pretty tight on the sides, but it's still pretty squishy on the bottom. Okay, and let's just move that out of the way. Okay, so now something else that I want to tell you about this and that is that it can build up static on the inside. And so one of the things that you can do to counteract that is if you cut up dryer sheets into like confetti and put it inside, you'll have like the best smelling gender reveal balloon poppers in the world. Okay, and we're just going to tie that. And now I'm just going to move these things all offset, and then I will show you what it looks like when it pops.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you guys are dying to see what happens when you pop this thing, right? Ready? You sure? It's going to be loud. All right, here goes. So what I tell my clients to do is to toss it up in the air and then to strike it when it comes down. So here we go. You ready? All right. Happy birthday! And there we go. So if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Tell everyone you know to subscribe to my channel. Like the video and drop me a comment telling me what else you want to see. Until next time, I put out a video every week, so that's a lot of content. So until next week, go forth and balloonify!